I'd like to introduce you to my friend Dobby. Dobby is a sales manager and he works with CRM a lot, but there is something that bothers him a lot.
Sometimes my sales reps go on vacation and forget to upload their important emails inside Dynamics. And I keep asking them, but they forget. I hate to chase after them to know their latest update.
What if we can automatically track all the emails that your sales rep receive inside Dynamics?
Absolutely. Is this doable? Can you show me how to do that?
I'll be happy to show you how to do that. This is absolutely doable. Now, let's jump into it and show Dobby how we can track all the emails inside Dynamics. But before we do that, my name is Mohammed Khalifa and I help small and medium businesses to get the best out of Dynamics and lately out of Copilot. Let me show you. One important thing you need to do, you need to be a global admin to be able to do what I'm about to show you. First step, of course, you need to go to your environment. Then you need to go to Advanced Settings. Then you need to go to Email Configuration. The first thing that you need to click in Email Server Profile, just to make sure that you have an active profile. It will open the new PPAC, which is Power Platform Admin Center. I have an old profile who are already disabled, and this is a new profile. You need to click on it. And everything looks good over here, no problem. Then we need to click on the email settings. Now, this is where the most important trick that you need to do. In the email settings, you will see inside, of course, we need to pick the profile, which is on the ends with E. I intentionally made it that way. And in the profile, you will see something called the Microsoft for Outlook and server-side synchronization. If you care about tracking all the emails, you need to pick server-side synchronization. At another video, we're going to talk about the Microsoft Dynamics 365 for Outlook. But right now, let's pick this as server-side synchronization to be able to track all the emails. So you pick this, and if we click Save, of course, we click Save. The third thing that you need to go to every mailbox and you need to enable that mailbox and allow the tracking inside that mailbox. And we're going to use our friend Dobby, which is a sales rep, as an example. Mailbox. You look for him. Oops. We found Dobby. Couple of things you need to do. Number one, you need to check him. Number two, you need to activate his mailbox. Then you need to approve the email. Then you need to say test and enable mailbox. And wait a little bit and refresh. If we keep refreshing, after a while, we will see that email incoming success, outgoing success, and appointment success. This means that all the emails, the incoming and the outgoing, will be automatically tracked inside Dynamics. So if we go as a Dobby and open his email box, let's see what happens. So right now, this is the email box for Dobby. He was nice enough. He allowed us to demo his mailbox. The first thing you will see is that there is an email coming from Microsoft says that now your mailbox is connected to Dynamics 365. Great. This is step number one. So after we have seen the email that went from Dynamics to Dobby by telling him that now his email is connected, there is one more step that Dobby needs to do, and it is already there by default, but we want to make sure it's happening. When Dobby goes and he opens his Dynamics, he needs to go and click Personalization Settings and click in Email, and in the track he needs to say all email messages. And sometimes also we advise user if we need to send email on their behalf in any automation, which we're going to talk about it at some video, that you need to ask them to check and allow other Microsoft Dynamics user to send an email in your behalf. By this way, if we have a process, it will send an email on behalf of that user. And then we click OK. Now, since you have been able to enable the email track inside Dynamics, let's give it a try. Let's send an email to our friend Tabi and see if it's going to show up in Dynamics or not. So this is a different email. Let me send this to Tabi. Any updates? Yeah. Any? Of course, I could have Copilot to draft this email for me, but this is not a Copilot demo. This is tracking email inside Dynamics demo. And now let me send this email and see what happens. So once I send this email, Tabi has received the email. And at the same time, we will see if we come over here to the emails, oops, all emails, we will see the emails that we send outside of the organization got already tracked inside CRM. So by this way, any email Tabi will send or receive, by default, it's going to be tracked inside Dynamics. And when Tabi goes on vacation, Tabi will be able to know what conversation Tabi was having. An extra tip, if you go in the Tabi's email, you will see this button which says track to Dynamics, and that means that that email is already been tracked into Dynamics. One extra nice feature also would like to mention is now you see in the emails that there is an email came from Muhammad Khalifa in MP365 to Tabi. So if we go to that contact, come on. So by default, Microsoft is not going to just track this email inside Dynamics, but it's also going to track this email inside that contact. So if you go to that contact, if you go to the timeline, you will see the email is over here, which means that if you are a sales rep like Dobby, once you go to any contact or any account, you will tell all the emails and the conversations that happen between your sales reps and your client. And an extra point is if you go to that account, which is the company that Muhammad Khalifa as a contact work with, you will also see this email. So by tracking all emails inside Dynamics, it's not just an email that sits in Dynamics. If you go to, it tells you what account it is related to, what contact it is related to. So if you go to that contact or you go to that account, you can tell all the conversations that are happening between your sales rep and your clients. If you think this video was helpful, feel free to subscribe to help your hobby. See you in the next video.